Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah. Pearls of Wisdom and Food with keto under 20 total, never net carbs. And what do I want for Christmas? Well, let me tell you what I want for Christmas. I want to become an editor of my videos. How cool would that be? I just watched somebody. It was so polished and professional. She must be a school teacher. It was great watching her, and she's freestyle Weight Watchers doing keto. So she was very, she did points and carbs and everything else. And it was kind of refreshing to watch her work. But that's not why I'm here today. If you're new here, you might not have seen one of my messy Monday messages. And if you're new here, you might not know. This came from Amy, Ketolicious, and we did a box of goodies. And I think she might continue to do it, but I did the first one, and she sent me this. I mean, is this the most perfect thing for SmackDown? It's hot pink, so it's kind of fun, but I don't want to be judgy. I don't want to be you must. What I try to do here is just talk about food, the keto way of eating, the lifestyle, our sluggish metabolisms, how we feel up here, how it matches what we eat here, and and definitely our issues with weighing ourselves, right? And so Messy Mondays are also a part of my series. Messy Mondays, well, you can only imagine what a messy Monday is this time of year, right? It gets really crazy around this time of year. And because we have so many affiliations with relatives and friends and maybe work, my work, the others' work, kids, activities and all that kind of stuff, that every weekend, almost from Friday night on, is a reason to celebrate with the standard American diet fare. You're not going to a kid's basketball party with the team and they're putting on a keto spread. I don't know. I just don't think that happens. And so what we do here is we really work on preventing messy Mondays. Now, of course, a messy Monday could be prevented. And sometimes it has to start, like, say, Thursday night, because people take extended weekends. They have to travel, so they have to get there. And then the party begins, and the first night is like Chinese, the next night is pizza, the next night is the event, the next day is the brunch, the next day is the leftovers, and there's plenty of them. And it's very, very difficult to come out of those sort of weekends with families and friends and all those normal eating people all around us. And sometimes we have FOMO, which is fear of missing out. See, so you have to keep watching this channel because there's so many different parts that that with acronyms and types of days like the Messy Monday, just to see what's going on and how we do it. So a Messy Monday could be just that. It could happen when you're going to this event, you're going to this weekend, you have company coming in, and every fiber of your body has resolved to not go there. It's hell, right? It's hell. And you don't want to go there and then the struggle. And if you're like me and a lot of other recovering food addicts, you're one bite away from that hot place and you don't want to go there. And it becomes, I just picture the 5 or 6 people in the kitchen. Everybody's taking care of their needs. It's late afternoon. The kids are hungry. The adult beverages come out. And what are you going to be doing? Weighing grams in your salad, your special salad, your salad that is not iceberg lettuce and hothouse tomatoes and cucumbers with bottled salad dressing? They're already rolling their eyes at you, right? And here you are. You've got your lowest carb lettuce that you finally found, like for me, Trader Joe's, the butter lettuce with the radicchio, or Olivia's organic baby butter lettuce that I found a tubby of yesterday at Market Basket. Oh my, I want to like just freeze it and just have it and look at it. It was so wonderful to find. I wasn't looking for it. Isn't that funny how that happens? Or so there you are, and all of this whirligig stuff is going on around you, and you are just, you might even be praying, which is what I would do. Pray for abstinence. Pray for following your tracker. And they're giving you weird looks because you've got your cell phone next to your tracker, and you're putting your foods in your chronometer, and you're holding on. It's like day one or meal one of like not your regular type of day. You're surrounded by people, they love you, you love them back. Eyes are rolling, and people are bumping into you, glasses are clinking, out come like 15 appetizers, which you could hoover in a second, right? So you don't want that. And that will bring you to a messy Monday. And so resolve from the minute whatever it is begins is so, so, so necessary. Nothing feels as good as abstinence as you put your head on the table. On the table. You're sleeping on the table again. Just because you love your new granite countertop doesn't mean you have to sleep on it. It'll still be there in the morning. As you lay your head on your MyPillow, on your Tempur-Pedic mattress with all the right things, right? So you get your night's sleep. And so so that going to bed abstinent is one of the most wonderful things in the world. And if you said that to somebody that's sitting there having their third glass of an adult beverage as they're mindlessly, having 1,500 calories worth of appetizers because everybody brought one, they're going to look at you and say, WTF is abstinence? What are you talking about? And if you're lucky enough to go to bed abstinent and you wake up, that means you might still be abstinent, right? And so you wake up and it's like, you brought your little mixer with you because you don't want to wake anybody with And so, you're hoping that you can make your little, maybe your buttered coffee or tea or whatever kickstarts your day. And you don't want to make a lot of noise because you're an early riser, because keto gives you lots of boundless energy, and you just want to get those things out of the way, and you don't want to be constipated because there's people all around you. Stop me if you've heard this before, right? And so it's not easy. And this is day 2 of whatever is going on for the weekend, because as a lot of you know, the holiday in quotes, that 24-hour period can have 3 days before it and 3 days after it. And when you get out of the 3 days after it, hopefully you're unscathed. Hopefully you're abstinent. Hopefully your weigh-in is what you expect it to be. And remember, not gaining is a victory, okay? This time of year especially. And so you come out of it and there isn't a messy Monday that you have to contend with. The messy Monday can come from making yourself promises as you take that first bite that is the beginning of the decline. It's the beginning of the binge. It's the beginning of you forgot everything you learned about keto and weighing and measuring and tracking and watching Sarah and not getting smacked down. It's not easy, especially if you have the quiet, the quiet place to live like a lot of us older people do. We don't have a lot of little ones running through our legs as we're preparing our keto abstinent foods. And, we have the quiet time with our dinner the way that we usually do it. And our routine is not interrupted. Our bathroom habits are not skewed. There's a lot going on. And nobody would know it to look at you because it's like you look like this older woman, you've lost, or man, and you've lost 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, and you look like your world is totally rosy. But inside are all the mechanics of like, don't smell it, don't lick it, don't have a bite, don't be watching it on somebody else's plate, do what you need to do, grab a dog, a leash, and go take them for a walk during the appetizer period. I don't think that there's any appetizer that you have to have to sustain your life. I'm just saying. Here are some of my things that I've been practicing since Overeaters Anonymous in the 1970s. So you do the math. I'm in my 20s. I'm going into Overeaters Anonymous, and I'm 68 now. I don't eat standing up. I don't eat appetizers. I know what I'm having when I go there. I stick to the one plate rule. This is what I'm having. I am not filling it to capacity. I am not taking the biggest plate they have and making a mountain of the stuff. I am appearing as regular as I possibly can. I am sticking to the keto foods. Maybe something keto-fied if you absolutely have to go there. But you know that's going to mess with your HEAD. And that's when the games and the bargaining begin about like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy myself tonight. I'm just going to have the adult beverages. I'm going to have one thing that I haven't had in a long time, you know, like a stuffed something with bread stuffing. Yeah. On the side. Okay, I'm going to do the one plate. See, Sarah, one plate. I'm going to hold on to my San Pellegrino mineral water like it's my life raft. And I'm just going to hold on. Because I don't want to get to Monday and have to clean up the damage. Because, you know, there's no guarantee that Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or the weekend following or the weekend following or the weekend following for the next few months is guaranteed abstinence and food clarity and sobriety. There is no guarantee that if you step off the rails into a world that is a used to be, not a now is, that you're going to come back easy. And that's why it's so darn hard. You know, I'm not getting a whole bunch of clients right now because they're in the middle of this and people are holding on. And so it's rare that a person starts a new food plan or looks for a food coach this time of year. A savvy one would, you know, if you really want to be very proactive. But there's parts of us that just, can we just get a little something? Can we just get away with it for a little? Can we? I mean, I know, and this part hasn't happened yet, but those trays and plates and tins of baked goods are really hard to be around. I used to be absolutely, I should have started a company like Famous Amos with my things that come on those things. Each one was hand decorated. They were this thick. Yeah, it was quite the, it was a gift. It was a true gift. And when I ran into my son's kindergarten teacher a number of years ago, when my son is now 37, she said to me, "Are you still making those C words?" And I said, "No." So I have cardboard boxes in the bowels of one of my closets filled with the cutters and the tins and the dyes, coloring and sugars and all those things that I used to be an absolute master of them. And like I said, if I could produce my videos, you know, but it's too triggering. So I don't want to get to Monday, and I definitely don't want to see you guys get to Monday and go, F. I watched that video on her Messy Monday at the beginning of the gosh darn season, and I didn't even make it to the first of the many holidays eating sessions without partaking in something going on around me. I wish I had that resolve. And then you can hate me because, you know, I talk about resolve. I am not perfect. Trust me. Perfection is not my stronghold. But I come here suited up, well, bathrobed up, with my clean hair, caffeinated, wanting to just hold your hand and have you hold my hand, and we squeeze each other with like the juju that we can do this, right? We can do this. The promise of getting back to tracking and weighing and measuring and even hiring me as a food coach in January is like, it's so far away. There are so many pitfalls that we have between now and, as Mike from Keto Mad and I talked about, to Valentine's Day. But if If you don't do anything on Valentine's Day, then it's to Super Bowl. And I know a lot of people just struggle through the football season because that's the spread of the American junk food brought to you by Kraft. Right. Read any Kraft food item ingredients, any one of them. Even a cheese item that swears it's cheese. Look at their shredded cheese and you're just going to go, how do you make Frankenfood out of a cheese? You buy Kraft, right? No offense, Kraft. This will probably get banned. So just be very, very careful. You are certainly not alone. You might feel alone at the event because nobody else there, everybody else maybe dieted or did Weight Watchers so they can blow it out of the wall, for the next 3 months. But we don't want to do that here because we chose a way of eating and a way of life, and the items in our regular rotation of foods that work for us. Success doesn't take 3 months off, and I don't want to see you guys do it either. And, how it can play with your head is what I always think about, that guilt, that shame, that self-loathing, that remorse, that disgust as you step on the scale. You don't want that this year. If it's your first year, it might be hard, it might be easy, I don't know. If it's your second or third year and your resolve isn't as strong as it was when you first started, it could be tough again. So watch this video as much as you need to watch it. Messy Mondays. I got a slew of them in there. And yes, in a perfect world, I would have sections of Messy Mondays and sessions of Smackdowns and everything would be in order. That's on my Christmas wish list with Santa is like an assistant to do all that for me. But until then, it's just me in front of you with my no more coffee, my clean hair, my new bathrobe, talking about not blowing it, okay? You want your abstinence as much as I want your abstinence for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with just another, we can do this, you're not alone. It actually is a we community. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.